It's Coach Zach, head coach here at 24/7 Hockey, and in this video we're going to talk about the top 3 ways that you can get noticed and get the attention of hockey scouts. 1, you have to be at the top level for your age group. You can't be at the 2nd level down or the 3rd level down and expect to be noticed by scouts, okay? You need to be on one of the top teams that's at the highest level. And if you're not at that yet, that's all you need to focus on, is getting good enough to be at one of the top levels and at the top level for your age group, because scouts aren't going to watch those lower levels. Now, in addition to that, when you get to that top team, you have to be one of the top players, all right? Not just a top player, but one of the top players. Be that best defenseman, be that best forward, and that's gonna give you the opportunity to be seen. Now, you might be on a team where you've got 3 or 4 players that are already highly recruited, okay, that are getting a ton of attention. So I'm just saying you gotta be one of those top players. Period. You need to be one of the best players on the ice every single night at that top level. Otherwise, don't worry about getting noticed. I see these players that are on the 3rd line or the 2nd line and they're wondering how they can get noticed by scouts. Get better. Get on the 1st line. Get on the best team and dominate every time you get on the ice. Take control of games. That's how the scouts are going to notice you. And until you're at that point, then all you should be working on is improving your game, is building the skills that scouts are going to notice. There's a quote, be so good that they can't ignore you. That is the truth. The number one thing that you can do is get your game so good that you demand attention. If the other team knows about you, and if the other coaches know about you because you're so good that they have to pay attention to you, then you better believe scouts are gonna notice you. Step 2. So now let's say you've accomplished step 1. You've become one of the best players on one of the best teams. Why do a lot of best players on best teams still not make it? They may have really good skills. They may be one of the leading scorers, but still they're getting passed by. So this is where we're gonna focus on, because this is where I think a lot of players make mistakes. You gotta work to be one of the best players on one of the best teams, but at that point, that's still not enough. Now we gotta focus on the details, because scouts are watching all the best players on all the best teams. So they're comparing you to all these other top level players that they've seen. So unless you understand the details of the game and how to get noticed and how to do things that they're looking for, then you're going to get passed by. They're going to be like, yeah, he's good. He's one of the best players on his team or her team, but I'm comparing him to all these other top players, and out of all these hundreds of top players that I'm looking at, I only want 2 or 3. So then how do you get the attention of the scouts? And the key is a couple of things. 1 is your habits on the ice, okay? Competing extremely hard, playing away from the puck, making good decisions with the puck, not turning the puck over constantly, knowing when to have patience and when to make a smart, simple play. So they're looking at your habits with and without the puck. What do you do without the puck? Are you making smart decisions? What do you do with the puck? Are you able to make plays and know when to take a chance and know when not to take a chance? So they're looking at your hockey habits, your positioning, your smarts, the way that you play away from the puck, how hard you compete every single shift. Those are the things you're looking at. And don't think you can just turn it on when a scout's in the building. You have to act like that every single game. You can't just do it when you're at a tournament that scouts are watching. You have to practice like that. You have to play like that every single game, because that's how you're going to actually make it a habit. 3, make sure you do what you do better than anyone else, okay? So whatever your main strength is, if your main strength is goal scoring, if your main strength is playmaking, if your main strength is being a puck-moving defenseman, make sure you do that one thing better than anybody else, all right? So you gotta highlight that one thing. Don't act like you're gonna be a goal scorer and go get a goal, 1 goal every couple games. You better get 2, 3 goals a game if that's your thing. Don't act like a playmaker if you're not going to be out there making plays. So not only do you have to be well-rounded and you have to do everything well, you got to stand out for that number one thing that you do better than anybody else. So you still got to block shots, you still got to take the body, you still got to make smart decisions with the puck, and then whatever it is that's your main strength as a hockey player, the role that you're going to have. These teams are looking to fill roles. They need goal scorers, all right? They need power play specialists. They need penalty killers. drillers. They need two-way players, okay? They need big physical, strong defensemen that are smart with the puck and can get shots on net. They need puck-moving defensemen that can follow up the rush and join the offensive play. So whatever your role is, you better do that better than anybody, and you have to be noticed for that one thing, because then in the scout's mind, they're looking to fill those roles, and they're gonna see you as somebody. So if you're just good at everything and you're average at everything, that's not enough. You need to be great at everything, and then you need to be unbelievable at one thing. Go to 247hockey.com/scout, okay? 247hockey.com/scout, and I'll give you a download and a video that's gonna talk about even more tips, more tactics, a checklist that you need that scouts are gonna be looking for. We only covered 3 here. We're just scratching the surface, but there's even more. So there'll be a link in the description. There'll be a link in the top comment, 247hockey.com/scout. That's my scouting cheat sheet that's gonna help you understand what scouts look for and what it's gonna take to get noticed. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notifications so you get notified every time we release a new video, and leave me a comment. What do you think hockey scouts look for? Do you think this is good advice? Is there something else that you would add? What do you think that hockey scouts look for? Leave a comment below.